In this video, I'll be showing you the best method to starting seeds. I'll be giving you all the steps you need to know and will be giving plenty of tips along the way. So the different sections of the video are as follows: direct sowing or modular sowing, soil, seeds, location, sowing, watering, fertilizing, and transplanting. Let's start off with direct sowing or modular sowing. So I recommend to sow seeds in modules and then transplant, with the exception of carrots as they have a delicate taproot which does not like to be disturbed. I would suggest like modular sowing for many reasons. Firstly, pests and larger animals are not an issue. If you direct sow, there's a high chance of slugs, snails, or even rabbits eating the tender leaves. When plants are more established, they can deal with some pests as they have bigger leaves. Another huge benefit of modular sowing is getting a head start on the growing season. Suppose it's too cold in March to direct sow. You can start seeds indoors under grow lights, and when the warm weather rolls around in May, you can transplant. Starting seeds indoors and in modules saves you precious time. Soil. So you can buy a seed starting mix online or from big box stores like Lowe's or Home Depot. These mixes are good as they do not have large sticks that can sometimes affect the seedling's growth. It is a bit hard to find organic seed starting mixes, but they're definitely available. Another good option is mixing peat moss or coconut coir with perlite or vermiculite in equal proportions. If you want to go one step further, add a handful of worm castings for nutrition. You can add compost, but I find it a bit too heavy for seeds. In my case, I use some high quality potting mix and remove the sticks from it. Seeds. I always recommend buying good quality seeds from a reputable company. A company like Burpees, Ferry Morse, or even Renee's Garden. These can be purchased online or in big box stores. I planted lettuce, radish, beetroot, turnip, spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage seedlings, and most of them were from Burpees or Ferry Morse. They germinated very quickly and the seedlings were healthy. Location. You can start seeds indoors or outside. In places like California, starting seeds outdoors in modules is no problem and removes the step of hardening off. However, in places with colder temperatures in winter and spring, starting seeds indoors under grow lights is ideal. Sowing. The most important step in modular sowing is knowing the depth. Knowing the depth is quite easy as it is dependent on the seed itself. If the seed is small, plant it close to the surface and do not cover with a lot of soil. A good example would be cabbage or cauliflower seeds. These seeds are extremely small and should be planted at a half-inch depth. A bigger seed like peas or beans should be planted at around 1 inch or even more. I recommend sowing 2 to 4 seeds in one module, as you can only sow one seed, it might not germinate, leaving one cell empty. Watering. There are two ways of watering seedlings: bottom watering or water from the top. Bottom watering is putting a tray under the modules and adding a bit of water. The water will wick up from the hole in the cell using capillary action. The roots will suck the water from the bottom. Watering from the top is just like how you water regular plants. Both methods work just fine, but I personally like watering from top. Fertilizing. Fertilizing seedlings is not necessary as they have enough nutrition in themselves to grow until they have produced two true leaves. This is why gardeners usually recommend to transplant when they are two true leaves. You could add a very diluted solution of fish emulsion, but I personally wait until I have transplanted the plants to fertilize them. Transplanting. I recommend transplanting your seedlings when they have grown two true leaves, as at that point they need more soil for nutrition. The soil in the cells is not enough and the plants need to be transplanted. The easiest way to transplant your seedlings is to dig a hole in the soil with either your hand or a spade. Then you can drop the entire cell with the soil and the seedling in it and cover and compact the plant with soil. Thank you for watching and goodbye.